History is not a straight line. It is a buried archive, and most of what survives is stranger than anything invented for entertainment. Somewhere between myth and record, the ancient world did things that sound like fever dreams. Things historians can prove, not just suspect. The line separating legend from documented fact is thinner than you have ever been told. Let's walk it.
The dagger from the sky. Tucked among King Tutankhamun's burial treasures was a dagger unlike any other in Egypt. Its blade wasn't forged from mined ore, it came from a meteorite. Analysis in 2016 confirmed the iron's composition matched material that fell from space. Bronze Age Egyptians had no iron smelting technology yet. This blade literally arrived from the heavens.
Piss for profit. Rome ran on urine. Public latrines fed massive collection vats, and businesses paid for the ammonia-rich liquid to bleach togas and tan leather. Emperor Vespasian taxed it so heavily that his son complained about the smell of money. Vespasian's reply became legend. Pecunia non olet. Money doesn't stink. The first vending machine. Long before soda cans, Hero of Alexandria engineered a coin-operated device for temples. Drop a bronze coin in the slot, and its weight tipped a lever, releasing a measured pour of holy water. It was pure mechanical genius, built to stop worshippers from overusing sacred water. The first vending machine dispensed faith, not snacks.
The emperor who fought the sea. Caligula marched his legions to the English Channel, then ordered them to attack the waves themselves. Soldiers hurled spears and swords into the surf as if fighting an invading army. Historians still argue whether this was madness, theater, or a bizarre training exercise. Either way, Rome's army once formally waged war on water.
Nature's birth control. Ancient Egyptian medical papyri, some dating back to 1850 BCE, describe a contraceptive paste made from crocodile dung mixed with honey and natron. Inserted before intercourse, it created an acidic, sperm-blocking barrier. Modern researchers note the pH logic actually holds up. Desperation, it turns out, sometimes stumbles into real chemistry. Money you couldn't steal. Sparta banned gold and silver coinage entirely. Instead, citizens used massive iron bars called pilanors, too heavy and worthless to hoard or smuggle. A single coin could weigh several pounds. This wasn't about metallurgy. It was social engineering, designed to make greed physically inconvenient.
Love as a weapon. Thebes fielded an elite military unit of 150 pairs of male lovers, bound by devotion rather than blood or rank. The idea was simple. Soldiers fighting beside partners would never abandon them. The sacred band proved nearly unbeatable for decades until falling at Chaeronea in 338 BCE, wiped out but never broken in retreat. The oldest customer complaints. Around 1750 BC, a Babylonian merchant named Ea Nasir sold substandard copper ingots to a customer named Nani. Furious, Nani inscribed his complaint onto a clay tablet, demanding better quality and a refund. That tablet survived nearly 4,000 years. Ea Nasir is now internet famous as history's worst reviewed businessman. The Pharaoh's living repellent. Pepi II, an Egyptian pharaoh who ruled for possibly over 60 years, reportedly kept servants smeared in honey stationed near him at all times. Their sticky skin lured flies away from the pharaoh's body. Being royal apparently meant never swatting your own insects. A fruit-flavored proposal? In ancient Greece, tossing an apple at someone wasn't rude, it was romantic. Throwing the fruit toward a person symbolized a marriage proposal, referencing Aphrodite's association with apples. If the recipient caught it, that meant yes. Rejection, presumably, involved letting it hit the ground. Sweat as skincare. Roman gladiators generated a byproduct wealthy women coveted: sweat and skin oil scraped from their bodies after combat, called sudor gladiatorum. Sold in vials, it was marketed as a beauty treatment believed to boost complexion and libido. Violence and vanity, bottled together and sold at a premium. A deadly standard for beer. Under Hammurabi's code, Babylonian brewers who watered down beer or overcharged customers faced a horrifying penalty.
drowning. Beer wasn't a luxury in Mesopotamia. It was a caloric staple, almost a currency. Quality control, in this world, came with the ultimate consequence. If these forgotten corners of history are pulling you in, consider subscribing and tapping the like button. Drop a comment with the fact that surprised you most. It genuinely helps this archive keep growing.
The ransom that insulted Rome. When pirates captured a young Julius Caesar, they demanded 20 talents of silver. Caesar reportedly scoffed, insisting he was worth 50. His allies paid the higher sum, and once freed, Caesar hunted down and crucified his former captors. Even in captivity, he refused to be undervalued. The day slaves ruled. During Saturnalia, Rome's midwinter festival, social hierarchy briefly inverted. Masters served meals to their slaves, and slaves could speak freely, even mock their owners without punishment. For one chaotic week, Roman society ran upside down, an ancient pressure valve disguised as celebration. Pigs on fire. Both Roman and Greek armies used flaming pigs as anti-elephant weapons. War elephants, unfamiliar with the terrified, burning squeals, would panic and stampede, sometimes crushing their own soldiers. It sounds absurd, but ancient sources confirm this tactic repeatedly broke enemy formations during critical battles.
Death by donkey. The Stoic philosopher Chrysippus, according to ancient accounts, died laughing after watching a donkey attempt to eat figs from a silver bowl. He reportedly found the scene so absurdly comic that he couldn't stop laughing until he collapsed. A philosopher's final lesson: even wisdom yields to absurdity. Blood as sacred currency. Mayan royalty practiced ritual bloodletting from the tongue and genitals, believing the offering nourished the gods and maintained cosmic order. These rituals appear carved into temple stelae and painted vessels. Pain for Mayan elites wasn't punishment, it was a religious obligation tied directly to political power. The engine nobody used. In the 1st century CE, Hero of Alexandria built the Aeolipile, a sphere that spun using steam pressure escaping through angled nozzles. It was, functionally, a steam engine, centuries before the Industrial Revolution. The ancient world had the concept, it simply never scaled it into machinery.
An emperor's forbidden marriage. After his wife's death, Emperor Nero had a young boy named Sporus castrated and dressed as a woman, then married him in a formal ceremony complete with a dowry and veil. Roman court records treated the union as legitimate. Power in Nero's Rome rewrote its own rules of legitimacy. The wall that ate rice. Builders of sections of the Great Wall of China mixed sticky rice soup into their mortar, creating a compound with amylopectin that strengthened the binding agent. Modern chemists confirm this rice-lime mixture outperforms plain mortar in durability. Some of that wall has survived over 600 years intact. The father's ultimate authority. Under Roman law, a pater familias, the male head of household, held legal power of life and death over his children and even adult descendants living under his roof. This authority, called patria potestas, was rarely exercised but remained fully legal for centuries. Roman fatherhood carried terrifying legal weight. A toothpaste made from mice. Ancient Roman dental recipes included ground mouse brains mixed with honey as a tooth cleaning paste. Pliny the Elder documented similar remedies in his natural histories. Whether it worked is unclear, but Roman commitment to oral hygiene apparently had no limits. The bird that actually flew. In the 4th century BCE, the Greek mathematician Archytas of Tarentum reportedly built a wooden pigeon propelled by steam or compressed air along a wire, making it fly short distances. If accurate, it predates most recognized automatons by centuries, a genuine flying machine born from pure mathematical curiosity. The exit, not the excess. Contrary to popular myth, Roman vomitoriums were not rooms where diners purged themselves between courses. They were simply the wide passageways beneath amphitheaters designed to let thousands of spectators vomit forth quickly after events. The Colosseum's efficient crowd flow depended entirely on this architectural feature.
The emperor who poisoned himself. Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor and builder of the terracotta army, spent his final years consuming mercury pills, believing they granted immortality. Court alchemists prepared the doses personally.
Instead of eternal life, the Mercury likely accelerated the very death he was desperately trying to outrun. If these stories pulled you in, our other archives are waiting just beyond this video. Go explore them and join the conversation below.